Continue with our study of Mareh Yaakov after a rather long hiatus, and as with every class, we're going to bring something from the parsha that we just read this week, and try and understand it based on our understanding of what we've been doing with the cantillation notes. We read Parshat Vayigash this week, and we notice in the story that Joseph, in order to convince his father, sends agalot, sends wagons. Right. But the story is a little confusing because, first of all, Paro suggests the wagons. Then, in fact, we see that Joseph sent wagons. Yaakov sees the wagons that Joseph sent, and that's what convinced him. And then Paro goes to Egypt on the wagons that, Yaakov goes to Egypt on the wagons that Paro sent. So we have the word agalot appearing 4 times. The first time sent by Paro, the second time talking about Yosef sending them, the third time Yaakov recognizing that this is a message from Yosef, and finally Paro goes to Egypt ba'agalot asher
not Paro, Yaakov.
Yaakov goes in the wagons that Paro sent. So we're going to try and look at the way that the notes tell us the story. So we know we're all pretty familiar with the midrash that Yosef and his father, the last halacha that they learned together was about egla arufa. So agalot is a hint to that. The midrash goes a little farther though. The midrash says that the agalot, the wagons that Paro sent, in fact had engraved into each of them the figure of an idol. And Yehuda, upon seeing this, Yehuda, upon seeing this, when the wagons were brought back to take Yaakov, took fire and burned out these images of the idols that were in the wagons. So we have the concept of Paro wanting to send wagons that are really a message of wealth, a message of living off the fat of the land, a message of just being there and being relaxed and really showing the breadth and depth of everything that Egypt had to send. So the agalot that he's going to send are going to get that message of breadth and depth. So what note are they going to have? The first one that Paro sends as a revi'i, which discusses breadth and depth. Now we're going to go to the next pasuk, Kaf Aleph, where Vayasuchem b'nei Yisrael vayitein lahem Yosef agalot al pi Paro. Yosef gives them agalot. So what is Yosef trying to do? We're seeing that these are ones that are going to have the idolatry burned out of them, and it's going to be a hint that it came from Yosef, not from Paro. So Vayitain lahem, maybe I should have written out the whole phrase.
I thought you said
Yehuda did, but Yosef did it with sort of the midrash says with a message to Yehuda to do this. So Vayitain lahem. Okay, well I'll just write Yosef.
Why didn't Yaakov come down in? Are you going to say that? Why he didn't come down in Yosef?
So we're gonna figure it out. Mm-hmm. So the agalot have to reference Yosef. Yosef is the one with the tavir, the one who has the stabilizing influence. So, and it's got to reference back to Yosef. So that one is going to have a tipcha. It's going to have looking back that the agalot he's going to recognize come from Yosef. Uh-huh. They're going to look backwards at that. And then Yaakov looks at the agalot and realizes that this is a message from Joseph. Vayarat agalot asher shalach Yosef. So these are wagons that have a hidden message in them. They're not just something to carry him. They're something that is going to make Yaakov change his mind, and he's going to realize that they've got more than one significance to them. They're not only a mode of transportation, but they're a hidden message. So this is going to be something that separates itself out from what was before, and it's got a hidden message in it. So it's got a zakef katon, a munach which separates out from what's come from before, and a double hidden meaning inside of it. They're not only transportation, they're also a message.
Is this the Mareh Yaakov? There is Mareh Yaakov on
Okay,
Vayikra,
so
right?
so when we're doing this, I'm specifically not going back to what he said,
Well, usually you can't because he doesn't have a commentary on it.
because no, this one there is.
Right.
But I think what I want to do with this segment is to try and work this out for ourselves.
And then
and
compare
even
it?
and
Or-
I don't compare it because I want us to have the pride of having used the tool.
Right. But that'll be great minds think
And
alike.
our own
Right?
understanding.
Mm-hmm.
No,
May be different.
but it should match. I mean, that would be great. It would,
And finally, Yaakov goes down to Egypt in the wagons that Paro sent. So he's going to understand that these were the ones that Paro sent, but Yehuda burned the idol out of them, and they have this meaning that they were from Joseph. But Paro sent transportation. So he's going to use them for transportation while still understanding the hidden meaning in them. So they're going to have the plain meaning, the hidden meaning, and they're going to be separate from what Paro sent. They're going to be what Joseph sent and what Paro sent. They're going to have both transportation and meaning in them, and that's how he's going to go down with the taking of something that was meant to be mundane and meant to be just a symbol of opulence, and really turned into something completely different. So we have the zakef gadol on the last element. So we see the same word appearing 4 times with 4 different notes, each to tell a little bit of a different story.
Trying to get it closer so we can see it.
In 3D, yes.
Very good.
Okay, we're going to pause now.